Yo, how's it going today? We're back to Blender again today. I did change a little bit in between. Let me lower the music a little bit because it's a little bit loud for me. That's so weird. It's like on 5%, but it's still considered loud for me. Maybe that's better. There we go. That sounds way better. So we were doing Blender last week and we tried to do the walking stuff, but hey, I'm not really that good at animation. So I just tried some stuff and we got it sort of to work, but it wasn't ideal. So I reset it in the weekend and then I tried again using some help from a tutorial, and that worked way better. I also slowed down the scene to just 30 frames just to get the walking animation correct. I also removed the actual movement, like the forward movement. So now he just walks on his spot, but it does seem better than what it used to be. Let me actually show you guys. So now you can actually see there's like a correct loop in the animation, but you also see is there's still some twitching going on here and there. You can see it on the right shoulder. Yeah, in that last moment you can see there's this as if he gets disjointed or something. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, it's a little bit weird there. The other side is smooth though, so maybe I should first look at the shoulder then. And now you can actually see what we did with the hair as well. As you can see the hair bounce around. Even the hair on his head, you can see it, but it's a little bit too, how do you call it? It's moving around a little bit too much to my taste. Ah, Yuki. So if I go to here, you can see we're actually walking. Oh, it's very dark. But we're making progress. Like this side looks fine. It's mostly this side. Also, let's see, use $10 again? Why do you keep rolling $10? I feel like you very... Okay, let me go transfer the $10. Yeah, usually it's a lot. It's usually like $10 that's being rolled. What are the odds of that? You gotta pay the IRS? Well, I'm gonna milk. Excuse me? There's no milking on this channel. Alright, another $10 into the pile. It's actually becoming quite a significant number now that I look at it. Wow. I'm looking forward to, after a year, how much we ended up getting. Let's see. Ah. So frame 0 and frame 1 are different from this one. So I think I should do this and then select, let's see, pose, copy pose, and then move to the first frame, and then do pose, paste pose, and then press available. I think it's still doing it. Yeah, it's still, why is it still doing that? What if I just do copy pose on the entire arm and then paste pose? It doesn't change anything. Wait, did it change? Nope, it's still doing it in the shoulder area. Is it maybe the shoulder bone? This one. Are you the cause? Let's copy this. So what we have to do is keep copying the begin frame back to the, like the end frame back to the beginning frame, so it fits perfectly. Yeah, I think it was maybe the shoulder. Paste pose, yes. And then press I, and then insert keyframe for available. And now let's see in object mode. That looks way smoother now. Yeah, there's no janky shoulder movement anymore. Nice. There is a weird little twist here where we can still look at. So if you go back to pose mode, you can see this one is just staying straight, right? But this one rotates. Now why is that? You can see this one only moves back like left and right, but this one moves back and forth. So what if we copy pose, go here, pose, paste pose, paste pose, and then press I, available, and then we do it the same on 23, paste pose, available. Okay, now it's straight. Now it's no longer turning in a weird way. So this is just a big movement, right? We still have to fine-tune it later on, but at least we got like a back and forth swaying movement on the arms. And it's 30 frames at the moment, which is a pretty fast pace if I think about it. I wonder if I should like make it 60 or something. But I think I can reposition later on. So you can also see it's a little bit weird with the legs, right? You can see that the ankle joint is not moving at all. And then also the tip of the shoe also is not moving at all. Well, we did do that last time. So what we should do is keep it like this, I think. So for the first part, from here till here, I think it should be 8. Rotation. Then from here to here, it should rotate like this, I think. Uh-huh. And then on frame 23, this part should be lifted up, I think. Location, what happens? So now you can see he's actually lifting up his right leg, which makes it look a little bit better. I'm not sure how high I should pull it up. What is that walking animation, God? Reminded to always, oh yeah, definitely. What do you mean, what is that walking animation? I mean, we gotta start somewhere, right? You start adding stuff to it, and then slowly it starts to look better. That's the whole idea, right? So on this one, the shoes go this. And then I think on frame 20 this has to turn back again. Let's see, bone. What if it's 0, 0, 1, 0, and then we save that as rotation. So this happens. So the lifting of the leg is fine. But now the first part here. I think I should keep the rotation up until here or so. Okay, there's something weird wobbling at the front. 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1. Yeah, it's like it's bouncing. Then I press I, rotation. Bounces off somewhere here. So you start here. We start here. Then over here we should already have full contact with the ground. And here it starts to do something weird. Can you play this in slow motion? Play every frame. Sync to audio. Oh, it's not that bad from this angle. I thought it was worse. You have to mostly look at the left leg, right? I think the left leg looks kind of smooth now. The right leg is, I don't know. it's the ankle and the tip of the shoe are not moving at all. Back to pose. Oh, also let's save it, of course. Gotta save often. We go back into pose. Okay, so we already got this, and then we have another one over there. But it seems, yeah, there's a weird rotation going on here. So we can do this 0, 0, 0. Like this. Rotations. Excuse me, why is the... Huh? Okay, so it's smooth. It changed, why did it change for everything? 0, 0. Why is there... Zero, zero. Available. Okay, so this one is touching the floor. Available. It still feels weird. It's as if we should be lower. What if this should just be higher? No. I feel at 8, this should be lower, but it can be lower. Okay, let's take a look now. So the heel touches here. Over here, this is wrong. Rotation fixed. Over here, the rotation should still be like this. And now let's go. This is where we put in the 0 values. And then we press I, available. Why is it doing that again? Okay, at least the ankle and the tip of the shoe are now bending correctly, right? But now we also have to do that for the other side. Also, I'm not sure why, but he seems to be... Yeah, it's uneven. Okay, so at this side, what is our location? This 0.77, and then we go 2.5, and then we go to 5. So this value should be the same as this value, because otherwise it's just gonna look weird. Yeah, now it's a steady... Wait, is it a steady pace? Not entirely. What's the endpoint? 0.99. Oh, 0.92. This point is 0.92. So that means the first frame should also be that value. Yeah. And now we're gonna have to look at the other leg. So you're gonna have to look at this one. And for starters, it should be like this, I think. And then we copy pose and bring it to the first frame as well. Paste pose available. And it should also be the last frame. So this one should be the inverse, right? This one should be higher, like this. And then the rotation, this one should be like this. And it should be the same on this one. And that it should be 0, 0, 0. I available. do feel this one could be a little bit high. Let's look at what the other value was at the height of its step. The height of its step, the elevation was 2.9. Let's copy that. When we go back to this one, and then we put it 2.9. And then we can also bend this one a little bit. Rotation. And that's where we have contact with the ground again. There we go. We say rotation. For this one we say location. Although the location could be a little bit lower even, I think. Yeah, like that. And then we do it again, available, and then we have to go after the tip of the shoe, which should be 0 and 0 and 0. And then we say available. And then we're at frame 25. Can still be a little bit lower. Rotation. Rotation. How does that look in color? Save. Where are my lights? I'm not sure why, but there seems to be a slight indent. Yo, you've been doing a lot of animate. Yeah, I've been trying to get it to work. It's not ideal yet, but we're slowly getting there. Maybe I should turn off the mist for now so we can improve our visibility. Like this. So you can see that the left leg is just straight out smooth, right? But the right leg, there seems to be, you can see that there is some strangeness to it, right? It goes full on straight, but then it also bends outwards, while this one remains straight. So let's see why that is. Animation looks good. Thank you. But there's still a little bit of jankiness in the knee, as you can see. And where is the jankiness? I think it's somewhere here. And I think it might be because of this thing. So imagine if This one was... Imagine if it was here. What would it do with my leg? There's still jankiness. Hi, Smucker. How you doing? I've been pretty good, I think. What did we do Monday again? We did Enshrouded, right? I think I want to play more Enshrouded again. I really enjoyed it last time. I wonder, maybe we should do it for Friday as well. Or Saturday. Because we haven't planned anything for Friday or Saturday yet. So maybe we can do more Enshrouded on those days. So this one seems smooth. But you can also see a little bit of rotation here going on. Well, this one stays mostly straight. Also, there's some weird bending going on here. You can see that the foot is bending inwards. So that's the z-axis, right? So if I put the z-axis on 0, that's a little bit too far. What is it on the other foot? The other foot? Oh wait, maybe? Like maybe this is too much on the outside. Is that it? Like, do I have to move it inward? Like this? Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Okay, because let's see over here. We could have it. We have to align it a little bit more vertically. And the location is in the y-axis, so location should be 2973. And then over here, it should be the same as well. No, we don't want any... Well, we do want the best viewers, but we don't want bots. So we're gonna bang you. Get back to the program. Location. And then the last one also has to be the same. I'm a robot, I come from the future. Lies, Yuki. Don't lie to me. Something really messed up with my right leg now. it's this part where it starts to do something weird. So I think we should just fix this. So we are here. Okay, that's weird. Look at this. We're going straight up and then moving forward. This one is wrong. Yeah, it's so messed up. Why is it so messed up suddenly? So we got the end point here, and we got the begin point here, but this point, oh, it's because of this. Whoa, look how fast it suddenly moves backward. Okay, let's fix that. We've removed the faulty lines. For once ever my PS4 isn't a car engine while playing Fortnite. Now it's making barely any noise at all. Hey, that sounds good. Did you clean it out or something? Because if you think about it, a PlayStation 4 is still a computer, right? And even a computer you still have to clean once in a while because there's dust build up on the inside. Oh, this is the Z value. $15. Okay, so the last bit seems to work fine, and now we have to do frame 15 to 30 for the left leg. Is that why it makes a lot more noise? Well, with how the thing is that if your PC is very dusty on the inside, it also blocks some of the airflow, right? So your PC or your computer or any electrical device still needs like an airflow to cool down, right? And the harder something is, the more the fans are gonna make noise, right? Because they're gonna work harder. Well, if the airflow is easy, so there's like a lot of open space, then it should be easier to cool the PC or the PlayStation. I think it's something like that. Though it is a work in progress, it kind of looks like you're limping. Yeah, that's what we're trying to fix at the moment. Because let's see, did I change anything here? Yeah, I definitely see what you mean. And it's also because the right leg isn't animated correctly yet, so that's also adding to it. But it's also the height thing, I think, which should be this one. 2.54. And it goes to, yeah, this one is wrong. So if we go here, we take this value, and then we go over here, and then we input the value, and then we save it location-wise. So now the walk is more stable. It's not like that one step is higher than the other one. So that one is fixed. Is it usual to make 3D characters a little bow-legged? Well, I'm not sure what you mean bow-legged. Oh, you mean like this one? You can ignore. Like, you can definitely see there's something going wrong with the right leg, right? So this is how it's supposed to be. See? That foot makes sense, at least to me. But this one looks weird, right? There's definitely something wrong with my right leg. So yeah, we're still trying to fix that. But yeah, it's also that I'm new to animation and bone rigging, and like I'm familiar with like these timeline kind of things that you have to input certain frames at certain points to get it to move in a certain way. But I used to do it a little bit in 2D animation, but in 3D it's much harder because you're working with 3 axes, and it's like you have the location in 3 axis, but also the rotation in 3 axis. And then because of how our rig works, this one, so if you let's see, if I grab this, yeah, look, if I move this around, suddenly it goes all the way to the side. Like, even if I go up here, you can see there's like an outward bend to it for some reason, which should not be there. So I'm guessing it's something like this that we need to do. But if we do this, or somewhere around here, then we also have to adjust the lower part, as you can see.
Hey there, demons. It's me.
I go. So it all has like an effect on each other. Okay, let's grab the Z-axis from this one. Okay. And then we have to copy pose and then paste it on frame 30. Paste, pose. So you just ignore the ankle. We're working from the center of our body, like our waist, and then we should first fix the knee, and after fixing the knee we should go for the ankle, I think. Okay, you can see there's still a little jump in the leg there. So where is that coming from? I think it's this one. Paste pose, and then Y. There's still a jump. 12, 5, 9. You can see a jump between these things. So why is it suddenly jumping? you can see the value over here, it stays the same. So it's not this one, it's this part that's being weird. Because you can see this one moves fluent now, right? Same with the other one, these floating bits. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. We had some fun in Enshrouded last Monday. Yesterday, I was just chilling, just watching other people, playing some Warframe as well. I am building some new stuff in Warframe. I got curious. Well, I think some of you already know. I was looking at the Penta Secura and trying to turn it into like a faster firing mortar. Well, not really mortar, how do you say grenade launcher? But one that explodes on impact. But at the same time, I'm also working on the Kuva Ogris, which is just a rocket launcher. But I added a mod that lowers its accuracy, and then I added a lot of multi-shot to it. So now if you fire it, it just fires rockets in every direction in front of you, like with a 35 degree deviation from the center. So pretty much you're like bombarding the entire hallway. You have no control, but luckily you also have primed firestorm, so that increases the size of the blast radius. So then you actually benefit from the rockets going in different locations because you can hit more enemies with it. Let's see, I was also working on the Exceltra Prime. I was testing some stuff out, and I noticed that the Exceltra Prime works way better if you don't go for multi-shot, but instead you go for weak spot damage. So if you go for the, what was it, prime rifle acuity or primary acuity or whatever it's called, where you aim for headshots, it does so much more damage, and it makes it more ammo efficient because you're going for headshots and don't go full auto anymore. Let's see, at the same time I put an arcane on there that gives you ammo efficiency of 60% if you fully build it up, and that means that it only costs 1 ammo for every 2 shots to make, and that's also very good. Because then you waste less ammo, right? At the same time, I was also still working on Ember Prime. I'm not sure if I like the Firewalker ability on her or if I want something else. I'm still thinking about it. What else? What else? I'm still playing the Frontline, Girls Frontline 2 in the background. I am now level 30, and that allows me to do way more stuff in the game. So I think it should be more suitable to stream now. You remind me of something? Ooh, what did I remind you of? Let's see, pose, copy pose, and then paste it here. And then press Y for available. And let's see if it looks... It's not yet fixed. Pose, paste pose, Y, available. Okay, this looks better. As you can see, there's no weird tweak anymore at the knee or at this level, so that's fixed. It's just that our ankle is a little bit bended inwards. There's now an anime Warframe game. Wait, anime Warframe game? Wait, what do you mean anime Warframe game? You mean like a gacha? Like a gacha game? Wasn't that a while back that gacha Warframe game where you pull for the waifus? What was it called again? Duet Night Abyss. Is that the name of it? Wait, let me open a new tab. See if we can look at it. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Duet Night Abyss. Oh, official trailer. Let's see. Do I have a screen here where we can look? Does this work? There we go.
This weapon is a supreme masterpiece that I've made for you. A base of
I'm not sure if there's sound though.
Sharp,
Oh, there is.
powerful, with its color adjustable. Colorful hues as you choose. Customize your weapon as you wish. Take it and become the coolest fox hunter in the world.
Also, why does that
Where can this demon
little
come
girl
from?
have like a mustache?
Hey, fox hunters, wanna prove your strength?
Is this the game? It looks different. It's a dwarf, don't question it. This feels a little bit, yeah, sorry to say this, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit bored of the Genshin graphics. Because there's so many games who do it now, right? You have Genshin itself, or like Genshin Impact itself, and then you have Honkai Star Rail, and then you have Wuthering Waves, and you have Tower of Fantasy. Like there's so many games that go for the same aesthetic now. And it's also that these kind of games tend to go heavy on the waifuism. Wait, I thought there was like another game. Or did they change the entire gameplay? Because yeah, it's like it's the same whole thing. Like you have a group of 4 characters, which are probably your team that you switch between.
Too many fox hunters to figure out who's the strongest. Huh?
A chance to make some
Another
cash.
fox hunter?
Yeah, here. See, this one looked different. Like this was 1 year ago, and the other one is 1 month ago. So it does seem like they changed a lot in their game type, because this looks way different than what they showed in the other one. See, this feels very much more gun-based. You see? This feels like a totally different game than what we just saw in the other trailer. Okay, this is the pig. But still, the movement seems to be different. Like this one felt like it played more like Warframe, where you can do the bullet jump, right? And you have free movement like a third-person shooter. Yeah, look at this. You can definitely see there's like a lot more mobility and like FPS movement, right? Where you can aim at stuff. And then on the other trailer, it seemed way more as if it was just Genshin. See, and now you pull out an interesting gun. And I didn't see much gunplay in the other trailer. Or did they get like copyright strike by DE? And now they no longer can like pull this off. Oh yeah, here, see, you can actually see a guy character. I don't think they had that in the other one, right? If I go back. So it's definitely the same character, now that I'm looking at the first trailer. But this one feels way more like haha comedy anime-ish. Like this typical movement that feels very Genshin. Like you don't see them like sidestepping or yeah, that's highly animated, of course. She's just standing still. It could just be the animation of the trailer. They still have guns and warfare mobility. Ah. Wait, what was the other game you said? Iron Saga? Bahamut Showcase. Wait, what is this? Oh my god, Dutch commercials. Why does it look so random? Wait, is it 2D? What in the name of God have they been smoking on that game? Wait. There was something else. Oh, there it is. Let me wait till the commercial's over. I hate the YouTube commercials. Okay, let me turn it on again. Here. It's the mecha game. With actually high-speed combat. I think it's like PvPVE. It looks Gundam. Sorta, yeah. But it's also a little bit Transformer based. It's Armored Core but multiplayer, yeah. And that's specifically Armored Core for answer if you look at the speed of combat. So there's like danger in the area, like the environmental dangers, but then there's also an enemy team also doing its stuff in the map. So you're also fighting each other. But I already know there's probably gonna be sweaty people in this game.
Ben jij op zoek naar een tweedehands auto?
And I don't think you can freely build your mech. It's like there's classes. Like one is definitely specialized in sniping, other one in melee, and the other one in dogfighting, like outspeeding the enemy in the sky. And then there's melee frames. But the animation looks cool. It's a, I mean, it's a yeah. Also, look at the entrance animation. Like, they knew what they were doing with this angle. But the animations do look cool. I think this is one of the sniper ones. Let's see, Falcon light attacker, Sky Raider light attacker, Panther medium brawler. Yeah, so this one is a light sniper apparently. So I'm guessing you'd also have a medium or a heavy sniper. It is necessary to look at their buttocks. Ah, yeah. It's motivational, right? To keep you, to give you a reason to keep them alive. So you can see this one is definitely a little bit slower because you're standing still and you're sniping, right? But I'm guessing the enemy team would probably also have a sniper. Oh, and then the straight line also pretty much reveals your location.
Optical camouflage disabled.
Campers, I hate like. Hey, there's nothing wrong with camping. If the enemy team allows you to camp, that means they're doing something wrong and they should adjust for it. Right? Because camping actually is very easy to counteract if you just flank it. Because they're so busy looking into their scope that you could usually like flank them from the left or right side and then kill them. Also, they're still moving around. Like, you see them reposition once the fight changes direction.
Stratum Shatterer deploys in 10 seconds. Stratum Shatterer dismantled. Unavailable now. Stratum Shatterer deployed.
Hey, it looks pretty cool to me. Scottish... Oh, Cyclops. Okay. I'm going to gut you like a Cornish game hen. Wait, do you guys know of any other new games that are interesting to look out for?
Double kill.
Because I'm not really keeping up with the news for new games. Not really. I've been hearing that Heresy gacha game bait. Wait, Heresy gacha game bait? What's Heresy? You mean like Warhammer? Imagine if Warhammer had a gacha game. Wait, does it? Project Robot. 2 months ago. Ooh, what's that? What is this? Project Robot reveal trailer. Studio behind Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Yo, more mecha? You know that one game where they turn its shonen character into literal waifu? Oh no! No, I don't want to know about that one. Hell no. Yeah, female Sasuke, female Naruto, and then very scantily clad, right? Very revealing clothing. Oh, yeah, I think I remember seeing a little bit of this. Wasn't the world gonna explode at the end? Or like a huge shockwave? This literally looks like a... like a Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus. Mysterious as ever, huh? They always make their like trailers so mysterious that you don't understand what the hell is going on in the game, and then you keep wondering like, what is this about? And then you also have to imagine like, is this gonna take place before Ico or after Ico or Shadow of the Colossus or the Last Guardian?
Styling cream. Met hydraterende aloe vera.
You see how often I get advertisements here on YouTube? Wait, there's a new game. There's a new game coming for Omori. Like I haven't played Omori, but I've seen other people play Omori. Yeah, it's best not to know since that thing is pretty much just bait to make you pay for gacha. Ah, yeah. Rain Mari is an Omori mod, which features Mari as the main character in her own journey across the real and imagined. Oh, okay, so it's mod. It's not official. Never mind. I thought it looked kind of official, so... What else is there? They should make more games again, like wait, what's this? Is this another Genshin? Well, maybe not Genshin, but definitely a similar style. Maybe Zenless Zone. So is that, yeah, Zenless Zone copy? Oh, they got skateboards.
早点回来吃火锅哦。
好嘞。
So I guess you can choose between the male or female. Yo, proper skating. Well, it's obviously overly animated. That's not gonna be actually how it goes in the game.
城西出现了新的昏迷者。
坏消息
But what is this? Like a skating gacha? Yo, why is there a skating
会是
gacha?
什么样的缘？
也许是火锅
Like you get different characters to go skate with.
饿了哟。
组织文曲在联系
So
那
you
些人后
you have
就是
like
晚上
characters
行
that
动
are good at like grinding, or characters that are good at handstands,
想知天子
or
怎么
flips,
当兵粉
or airtime, or
好
speed.
麻烦啊。阿吉请客。
下次我请。
香妃毒的上古来了。
That's gonna be a bad game. Wait, do you mean this one or the one that I'm describing? The one about skating.
找难题，找教授。
Well, it definitely is very Chinese.
2比2。当心点儿！好牌，本天成。妙手偶得之，死多啊！不可能吧？
大家完全没有在准备。
If you're saying skating and has a gacha system, which the character has different stats, skills, it's gonna be very bad, especially the meta. Wait, what if it was just skating, but it was just the looks? And then, instead of a weapon, you can equip a different skateboard to them. And then you can change the wheels or like the settings on the skateboard to change its stats. So you can like mod it however you want. Like you can mod it for speed or for airtime or something like that. Imagine if it's something like that. What the hell's going on with the water thing? I think someone just had a lot of fun in Blender. It's another Genshin. Probably another Genshin game. It does feel very... Well, I wouldn't say Genshin necessarily. Maybe it's like a combination of Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Because it definitely looks more modern, right? Maybe like a mix of Zenless Zone and Genshin. But there isn't, I don't know. The game lacks a little bit of life in the expressions of the characters. Have you noticed that the characters look kind of lifeless? Even though there's a lot of motion? I think it's mostly the eyes that feel a little bit lifeless. Chinese Zenless Zone 0? Oh wait. It also just feels very random at this point. Wait, is that just the villain from Kill la Kill? The one with the white hair, the rainbow effects? Ah, Cerberus in a suit. Wait, I should show you probably a very old game. What what is this trailer? It's more like an AMV, right? Or like a music video. Are you showcasing a trailer or freaking short animation?
好吃。
这回一定是我先吃的鹌鹑蛋。
是吗？
It's like it just keeps coming. Wait, let me look it up. Where is it? There's this very old... I'm not sure if it's actually legit an MMO. Okay, I found it. What's the name of this game? Oh, let me go back before I forget about it. The name of the game was Tianzi 76. Inception Game Studio official trailer. Tianzi and then 76. Never heard of it before. Also, this is an old game that I used to play. I love this game. It was just pretty much just about skating.
That's right. Fly with SG, baby. No time to waste when you keep your pace. Take the page and get back up. Wait until the trophy lifted up.
Like, imagine if you had like anime skating and skateboards. And then you could do like tricks on the walls or grind on rails. I can see why you like Saori. Wait, what do you mean? But this is of course the trailer. I think they also show a little bit of the gameplay later on. Weather snow, also the girl wearing revealing clothes. Me, woman, put your jacket on. But yeah, it was pretty much a racing game. I'm not sure if this is a good map to showcase. But yeah, you just started like this, and then you had to speed down like a track, and you could like build up bar by doing tricks and jumps and grinds and like flips, that sort of stuff. Like imagine if they have something like that in the modern, like with our modern technology. Imagine if they have something like this, but then not have it like be a straight rail track or like a racetrack, but imagine if it's just inside like a big city. Reminds you of Downhill Domination on PlayStation 2. Instead of skate, it's also bike. Oh yeah, wait, why not combine everything? Like imagine if it's like a game where you have skateboards, skates, and BMX bikes. Kind of like the Skate series. Pretty much, yeah. But this still had like the anime aesthetic, right? So you saw him use a little bit of his boost bar there to speed up. So he could do a front flip there, but he didn't. I think you get bonus points for that if you do that at those locations. But this is just one of the maps they had in this game. And I'm kind of sad that like this isn't a thing anymore, because I think it was a very unique type. Oh yeah, this might be interesting, this map. But yeah, we didn't have this in my country, but they had the game on a German server. So what I did is I connected to the German server and I was playing there instead of in my own country. And I think some people even modded this game to feature extra maps. Like if you think about it, it's almost like Sonic Adventure, right? Like City Escape, like with the rail grinding, the wall running, that sort of stuff. Like imagine what they could do with this title. Modding, the one reason why a game can never be killed or die. Well, hey, there's still people dedicated to this game. Like normally what you would want to do, oh, he missed it, is like try to fill your speed bar up completely. I guess it's only a matter of time before they're gonna do like animate Tony Hawk's, right? Like eventually people are gonna get bored of like, oh, anime FPS or anime Genshin or like Genshin ripoff number 5 or turn-based combat or that sort of stuff. They're already doing like the GTA game, right? What is it? The Mugen Project, I think? Oh, let me show you a little bit of the open world here. So this was just the lobby, like the open world, where you could just hang around, talk, and try out different things. It's a little bit laggy, but this was the game back in the day. And of course you could customize your character with like different outfits. Another game that was really cool was S4 League. Let's see if I can find it. S4 League. Wait, S4 League returns 13 days ago? What? What's this? Is it actually returning? Or is it just someone bought up the... Or is it like... Is the title bought up? Like the IP? This was like, I think a Korean game. Of course, the combat mechanics are a little bit outdated, right? But this was also a lot of fun. It's hard to actually see the gameplay because they're only making very quick cuts of it. But this is also a game that I played a lot. For GTA anime game, we have 2 right now that are working. Oh, wait, which one? Let's see, Mugen Project? Project Mugen, I think it was originally called. But the thing that I hate with the gacha element to like those kind of project is that they gonna make characters for you and then you can only play those characters, right? I think what would be way more interesting for an anime GTA is if you could just make your own character. Like, maybe make the gacha element that you could get more outfits or a different hairstyle or different clothing or weapons or, I don't know, something else than the characters. Because that's always a painful point for me. Is that sometimes you just don't like the character, right? And then they're stuck in the story. Oh, there it is. They have a comparison here. Neverness to Everness and Anata. Oh yeah. This looks more Persona though. Anime cars though. I have an idea. So imagine if it was just anime GTA, but the main focus point was like the customization of your character. Or like... or maybe you have like some other suit or like power set that you could upgrade. And it's not focused on characters, but it's just focused on like, oh, you can have different cars, you can have... yeah, gacha cars, for example, or gacha skateboards, or gacha weapons, or like something different than just the characters, right? Just give me one character to play as and then explore the story or whatever. And that sometimes you have a guest character, that's fine. But I'm never really like, sometimes it's too much, right? If they always go for, oh yeah, the 4-man squad, and then you have to build your team with 4 characters. You said Neverness to Everness, right? Let me look it up. Neverness to Everness trailer. Oh, PlayStation?
The pay for this contract just doubled again. Whoa! The target should be nearby. Let's wrap this up.
Wait, I think I saw some of this before.
Gotcha.
A lot of flashy imagery. Ooh. Be careful if anyone has epilepsy. There's a lot of flashy colors going around.
It's heading your way. Okay, Tugito, step aside. Kiromaru, it's feeding time.
Yeah, this is more of the same. Like, they have pre-made characters, and then you can just gacha for them, right?
Oh, we gotta meet the rush speed quota for this thing the BAC wanted.
As long as nothing goes wrong.
Something went wrong. What the heck is that thing?
It's all yours. Got it.
Like, there's so much going on in the trailer, it's hard to even see what they're trying to show off.
The briefing starts in 5 minutes. You three better have a good explanation.
city looks nice though.
Don't forget the rush fee.
Thanks.
Medal all you want. Count me out.
How about we work off some calories?
Neverna did have a CBT a while ago, so you can check it out. Oh, so you can actually see what the actual gameplay looks like. Maybe that's better. You said CBT.
If I jump
there we
into
go.
this place, you see like
Okay, so
boom,
the
encounter.
base movement looks very
Look at
much
this
like
encounter. Yo, so
Honkai,
cool.
but it has improved movement. Oh, the combat looks pretty cool.
So cool encounters.
Do you think a game would sell better if, like, instead of adding, like, giving you the characters or the waifus or the husbandos, if they instead just gave you fashion? Because, like, games like Final Fantasy XIV
Anomaly.
rely a lot on fashion, right?
Then you just go about
Like
it,
glamour,
you know, whether you, want
you
to
can
find
collect,
this, like,
and then
color,
there's also Warframe that also does that
like,
quite often.
Run to the side.
Oh, that looks kind of bad.
Boom, boom.
Like the wall climbing, you're not actually
You
holding
wanna
onto
wash your
anything.
clothes. 5 XP
It depends.
encounters.
Also, Duet Night Abyss is having a
There's, like,
CBT
lots of
right now.
things, man.
Ah.
So many things here. Is there a counter over here? What's this place?
Like, I think it would be more fun, like how Tower of Fantasy did it, where you just make your own character, and then you can equip your like the other characters' like attacks or weapons onto your own character, and then play as your own self
The map?
instead of just playing other characters.
What's this dungeon?
If that makes sense.
I wonder if we should go there. Let's go over there.
TOF still needs to
Can we go
gacha
street
though.
first?
True. But you can shift the gacha to something else, right? Or you can do Warframe's stuff, where everything is farmable, but you can use the premium the premium currency
car.
to
Look at my car. It's
buy
fucking
stuff,
up.
but you can also trade it with other people. Like,
okay.
imagine if they have a system like that. Warframe is already showing that it's possible to have a game economy like that, and then also have longevity. Pay to win? Sorta, but in a co-op game, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, nobody complains in Warframe if you can buy stuff with real money.
I think we passed it up.
And it's also that free players benefit from the whales. Like a whale that wants to buy arcanes, they have to buy it from a free-to-play player that's grinding it, right? Like, someone has to grind it before you can buy it. If no one was grinding it, then a whale couldn't buy it. And in that sense, the person that grinded those arcanes also has a chance to, well, play the game more, but also buy some of the fashion things in store or upgrades for themselves. Then there was my game, Torem Online, which was just grind. Also, there is an Avatar gacha.
Okay.
I was hoping that Duet Night Abyss would have that. Technically, it could work if you grind instead of getting a gacha to get items. True, yeah.
Just casually driving the car in the street. Oh shit.
But I think a lot of games are a little bit poisoned at the moment because of the investors, right? The investors just want money, pretty much. So they give you waifus or cute girls just to drain your wallet, pretty much, or, well, time sink you. Greed, definitely.
Maybe I have to go all the way around.
It is nice that you can have, like, there's an anime game with a car, because I don't think you see that quite often, right? Like the anime games where you can actually drive a car. I don't think that happens too often.
I think you're like, what's F? What's F? No, Z.
But yeah, the interesting thing about like an anime game in a world like GTA would be, imagine you could drive a car, so you can have races, right? Street races, or you could have rallies, or you can have chase scenes. If they added guns, then you could also have like an FPS, well, not really FPS, but like third-person shooter element to it. I think that would be a very good game. If you have a game that has multiple games inside it, like, oh, you can join a gang and have a shootout with another gang, or hey, you can do street racing and never touch the shooting at all. Or, I don't know, give me skates or skateboards or BMX bikes to stunt around the city and go from rooftop to rooftop. Or, who knows, maybe just parkour. Like, give players freedom to do whatever they want in the game and not limit it to just one game system or like one game loop, right? Because I think that some diversity in games really adds to the longevity of a game. Like in Warframe, if I could only do defense missions and capture missions, I'd get so bored, right? But now you can also do fishing or mining. Oh my god, stupid commercials. Electrolytes. Amino. Something. Show racing in the trailer? Yeah, see? That's positive.
We have to go up, I guess. Let's just get off.
And imagine if you could even like modify your car, like both visually, where you can just upgrade like the bumper or the spoiler or whatever, but you could also like upgrade the brakes or upgrade the engine or I don't know, the exhaust or other stuff of your car. So you actually have like a growth curve. Like, you know how in Warframe you have like a growth curve in modifying your weapons or your frames, right? Imagine if you could do that with your car, but then also with a skateboard or a BMX bike.
We made it, whatever this is.
A different game mode is a good choice for a game. Yeah. And also, stop with the time-limited events. I absolutely hate time-limited events. And, like, they are putting so much effort into the game that they make, like, a special, unique thing for the game. Like, imagine Girls Frontline 2. They added, like, what was it? Vampire Survivor mode, right, in the event, but it's gonna disappear eventually. And then I think, isn't that like a huge waste? Like, why not make it available all year round, and people can just get to it eventually? It's just extra content for the game to like that people are gonna play it, right? Like maybe you can remove the additional rewards because they missed the event or something, but just leave the game mode available for people to play, so that people who join late can still enjoy it. Technically, time limited can be done like Honkai Star Rail, which it will stay even when when the time is gone. It's just so yeah, that's what I said, right? With the rewards, like, oh, just the bonus rewards are gone, so you only get the base experience. Yeah, that can totally work. But now it just feels silly that they spend so much time developing some unique interaction or game mode in the game, and then they only have it available for like 2 months, and then they remove it again.
I guess you could get canceled out of the goal. Interesting.
It just feels silly to me.
Ouch.
Especially if it has animation. Yeah, like the cutscenes, you mean? yeah, there's a lot of time being put into making these games, so why not benefit from it, right? But yeah, as you can see, you can see it's the same 4-man squad system again, like Genshin. And then you can see at the top right, this is literally the same layout they have for Genshin, like the quick buttons for the mobile game, right?
I guess.
Or iPad.
And then what?
So it's like touchscreen.
I actually need to hit level 13 though.
Yeah, touchscreen friendly, I guess.
Well, I guess I'll do it again because I need to hit level 13 for our story.
And these are like probably the dungeons where you can get the relics for your character with the stats, and then you have to keep doing it over and over again.
Thor Liberty's still there. Wait, where am I? Oh.
Also, that's something I would definitely recommend as well. Like, if you have a game like this, don't give one person like 4 characters. No, encourage the multiplayer. Like how Warframe does it. It's like, oh, you can go into the free lobby and then people will join you and fight together. Right? I think that would be nice. Because I feel like a lot of the gacha games are very lackluster on the multiplayer side. Well, multiplayer is usually what ties people to a game, right? Because they make social connections. Like in our MMORPGs, if there's no new content, why are you sticking around and keeping your subscription live? It's usually because you made friends in the game, right? What would your thoughts? What would your thoughts be if there is a gacha game, but it's dungeon? Hey, I'm all for that. Like, this is something I was imagining like a long time ago, but you know how Warframe has the puzzle piece room element to it, right? So you have like room A, and that has like 4 exits, and then they attach rooms to those 4 exits and then expand or like lock certain doors. Like, imagine if you had that in a fantasy medieval like Souls-like game where those kind of tunnels or corridors or hallways or like big rooms are connected to each other in a similar way, where you still have to traverse them from A to B, like to the endpoint or to the objective, but the encounters in between are random, right? Like, if it was something like that, that would be nice. I guess you could look at Wizard the Daphne. It's kind of dungeon crawl, I think. Yeah, let me look that up. Wizardy Daphne. Is that also gacha games? Now that I think about it, Warframe doesn't do anything gacha related. Like, you just buy what you want. You save up and then buy what you want, right?
Hey everyone, Gurky here with Exodus, bringing you another wizardry variance. There's some things.
Oh, is this a mobile game?
They go to sell.
Yeah, I guess it's a mobile game.
Sell. You don't have to. And as you see, I'm gonna get.
Like, imagine if you could like have the typical D&D classes, right? Imagine you have a rogue, and then the rogue would be better at climbing up and using, I don't know, a grappling hook or like wall running or being athletic.
I think that's very important.
And maybe they could have some overlap with the monk who could also do some stuff. But then you have the warrior that just has to, I don't know, climb slowly, or maybe using fire like an arrow to shoot something. Oh wait, the arrow should probably be more for the ranger. Let's give the warrior a crossbow or something instead of a bow.
Main story.
And then you can have a wizard that could maybe, instead of wall climbing or using a grappling hook, they could maybe have, I don't know, a floating spell or something, levitate.
Show this off.
The thief class is good at unlocking chests and check for yeah, something like that. So you prefer to have like multiple classes in your team setup, right? But then you can only play one.
Giving you a lower but experience points to help you level up. Because there's a lot of walls in this game. No pun
Oh,
intended.
that's cool. That your
So
characters
we're
actually
gonna
jump
put
into
some
frame and do their
enemies that just
attacks.
completely mop the floor with you.
Oh, and
like-
even
like
like
you-
afterwards, you
only takes
walk
time
together.
to
That's funny.
It runs through, automatically fights, and then you just go back to where you were before. There's various things in this game that'll let you camp and recover your.
Okay,
HP
so
stuff
you're
every
one
now
of
and
the
then.
characters on the screen because sometimes you see
So you
yourself
run
jumping
through, you're gonna
forward
get
and doing an
three
attack as well.
experience points,
So you're part of a fantasy party, right?
and then you're gonna get to your endpoint.
Oh,
And once you
yeah,
get to your endpoint,
care
you
package.
gotta
Let's do
continue
that.
the main
Give me a
story.
moment. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back then. Thanks for the reminder. I should definitely refill my glass. I am back. I got my drink, and I also picked a Snickers.
You're gonna go back and then do it over to.
Oh, look at that! There's even like a grid base. Like, if you had a game like this, would you want it to be 3D, or like first-person perspective like this?
You see an arrow pop
Or
up on there.
would you want it like hack and slash, where it plays like a, I don't know, like an old Spyro or Crash Bandicoot, or like those type of games where you jump around yourself? Or would you want it to be like classic Zelda style, where you look top down?
It's one of the most important things in the game is level up, and you know. So I'm actually gonna stop this early. But you just go to that well.
A hybrid could be interesting as well if I think about it.
And then
like, imagine the dungeon is like Zelda top down, where you do the puzzles, right? But then like akin to what Final Fantasy has, where you have random encounters. Like, if you are in a room and you take 5 steps, then there's a chance to get like a random encounter in that room while you're solving the puzzle.
So let me hit this and leave real quick. Hopefully there's no random. Yeah, there's no random battles. And this is going to make your progression much smoother. Okay. One of the next things I want to talk about
I'd say it depends on preference. Some like it
are your
isometric,
skills.
others first person.
How to level up your skills
Definitely.
and why it's important. All right, so we're gonna go to the Adventurers Guild, and we're gonna go to the training. So you're gonna get a bunch of summons. I think I've probably done, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 so far, and you're gonna get all these extra units that you're not gonna use. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in.
You know what could also be funny?
Select one of your
Infinite gacha.
right? And
Like instead of having pre-made characters, imagine there's just a character customizer where you have different hairstyles with different colors. You have different eye shapes with different colors. You have male, female. You have like different body proportions. And then, because all of that is randomized, the chance of you getting exactly the character that you want would be rare. But then it's also a situation of like, if you pull the character, it's unique to you, right? Because if someone else pulls from the gacha, they might get a totally different hero with a different name. Oh wait, we can compare it a little bit to the leech system in Warframe. So you know the leeches in Warframe, right? That you can spawn one in, and then it has different body parts or like elements, or it has a random name. Like imagine if the gacha system was based on that. And then you could trade those characters with each other. Like some people might want an archer with blue hair, another want like an archer with green hair, or I don't know, something like that. Some people like short characters, some like tall characters. Like if that is all in the modifiers, I think that could be cool as well. I see what you did there, Yuki. Yeah, and then he uses 2 daggers instead of actually a bow, right?
These other things over here might be just...
If only I was good at making games. Hey, if I had the money for it, I would probably try to get something made. But since games are so expensive to make, oh.
Later on, which I'll make another video if it is.
Although we do have some people with different skill sets already that we know.
Go over here, and I'm going to deselect everything. Now you can't inherit skills off other units, but you're going to want to do the...
Look, there's a bank deposit. That's not enough money to make a game.
That you have, they're going to have skills. I just went through and did this. I probably got rid of like 30, 40 units. But you can come in here, you can check out a skill, tracked hit. Minor physical attack of enemy, user becomes more easily targeted by the affected enemy for 3 turns. So it's a taunt.
But the character, or like the game, also has to be good enough that people actually want to buy it, right? Wait, Wizardy variant Daphne stat info guide?
Ben jij op zoek naar een tweedehands
No, I'm not looking for a car. I already have one. The lip sync is so bad on this one as well. Like imagine if you have like a character where it is just a specific class, but then the hairstyle and the hair color is different, or the cape is different, or the body armor is different, or you can give them the body armor that you like, and it changes their look. I think that could be cool as well. Technically, you should focus on the program first. Next is the textures, and then like the base mechanics first. Didn't John say he wants to make a game? Yeah. And he did some coding as well. So he can do the coding part, but he lacks the art skills, right? I don't think he did the art stuff. But yeah, well, we know Jinn, right? Jinn is pretty good at... Yeah, see? I just don't know where I fit in. Am I just a cash cow? Or am I the head of design to decide which design direction we're going for and how to monetize it? But then you also have to worry about like safety and hacking and emotion helper, project leader, task manager. I'm the task manager. I can refresh programs. Wait, I have never heard of these games. Oh, this is just Arc Knights, pretty much. That's wild. Like, this is a totally different art style, like the 8-bit dragon. Hey, that could be a cool thing as well. It's like you just make the base game and then you start attaching modules to it to make it more diverse, right? Like, oh, you know how Yakuza does it, right? In Yakuza, there's just the base city and you fight with enemies and there's the story. But there's also the mini games where you can just play roulette, or you can do karaoke, or you can do like the fighting ring, or there is the baseball mini game, or pachinko, or whatever other. Wait, wasn't there like a host club or host bar as well thing? Also, I wonder, are we making art or just reacting? Well, we are just taking a break right now. A break is allowed, right? Also, stop calling me out. But yeah, we were working on this stuff. Ah yes, 1:30 break. Hey, everyone needs a break here and there, right? Ow! Ah! If I do the blue one, does that mean the Z value I should put to 0? That's such a weird twist, though. What if this one is 0? 0? Why is it going outwards like this? I think that's straight. And then we do copy pose and we press I. And then we paste pose, press I again. Then we go to the last one. Pose, paste pose, I, available. Damn, it really looks like I broke my leg there. Stop, I can feel my legs break from there. Ah, so I'm not the only one. I do feel that maybe someday we have to re-rig the model itself, or at least maybe I should like someday make a new rig, like new model for myself, and then actually make it myself from this, like from scratch, right? So let's see what this looks like. That already looks way better. But of course you can see that it's still clipping through this line at this stage. So that's not good. But at least it's going better. There's not a lot of hip movement, huh? Like you can see the hip is solely still. Like there's some movement in the upper like in the shoulders. See? But you can see here in the torso, there's not really much going on. I have no hips to sway back and forth. How am I ever gonna make my twerk animation now? So we copy the pose and then we go here and then we paste pose, available, paste pose, available, and then we go to the last frame and then we paste again, available, and now we have to actually look at what we're gonna do here. Okay, that one works. That one does not work. Then we do location. And then for this one, we do rotation. Available, and then change this one. Rotation. Okay, now it should look decent. I think that looks decent. Right? I think that looks way better than before. Let's save this before we mess something up. I think the magic is also in the front part of the shoe, right? Like the little bend of your shoe when you're like at the last point before you move it off the ground. But what are we gonna do with the top body? Because I can't imagine it being too heavy on the movement. Okay, so this one should be like this, maybe? And then I pose, copy pose, paste pose at the last bit, and then the in-between has to rotate in the other direction. So if this is z-axis like this, then this one should be minus, question mark. Wait, is it the Y that changes? I think it's the Y that changes. Happens with this. Oh. We're going back to center. That's what's going wrong. Okay, that's wrong. Pose, paste pose, Y on the rotation. It looks so goofy. Wait, can we have like let's see. Okay, and then this one has to be easy in and out. Do I have to go to the animation tab then? So there's the spine. Now how do I... Action editor, mask, dope sheet. Wasn't there like a Nearest frame. Hidden show. View. Show sliders. That's not it. Curve extremes. Well, I do want to see the curves, but see sidebars of operation, sync visible range, preview range. Like usually there's like this tab where you can change the easy in and easy out, right? Extrapolation mode does sound like it. Constant, linear, makes side. Wait, I'm just gonna look it up. Blender change easy in, easy out. By default, the interpolation will be Bezier round curve, which will cause easy in and easy out. But if you want a linear interpolation, go into the dope sheet or the graph editor. I don't have a graph editor here. Where's my graph editor? Window. I see no graph editor. Why is that? Select the keyframe, go into key interpolation mode, linear or shortcut. You can also go into edit preference, animation, F curve, default interpolation, and choose linear. Wait, maybe do I have to maybe just zoom in more? It's not zooming in. Blender, open, graph editor. Let's see, as you can see, I have keyframes but no slope in the graph. Please help, I'm dumb. yeah. Same for me, I'm dumb as well. See, you have unselected keyframes, try selecting them. This is not the graph editor, this is the dope sheet. If you want to open the graph editor, you need to click where it says dope sheet and find the graph editor from the various options. But I don't have that. Shape key, nope. Edit timing for all grease pencil sketches in file. Ah. Wait, is my version of Blender just too old? Because this is 3.6 and I think they're already beyond 4 at this point. Huh. Oh, there it is. Graph editor. Found it. So what happens if I do this? Not a lot on first impression. Okay, I think I see it a little bit. Yeah, I start to do weird stuff if it's a negative number. Oh damn, look at this. Interesting. So would that also work with the hand then? Well, maybe there's a little bit too much going on in the hand to make it work correctly. Yeah, if you look here, you can see all the little dots that are making this hand movement work. Also, I feel like, let's go back to the base. Go to pose, edit mode, no, pose mode, and look at this hand. This hand is just moving over a horizontal axis at the moment. I feel that this hand should lower a little bit, like this. And then we copy the pose, and then we paste it, paste pose. Why is it doing that? So you see, it's bending forward. Interesting. Pose. No. How do we correctly copy this over to the other side? I think we can just take the... It should be the Z one, right? If I change this. I think it is. So there's still that weird movement somewhere here. Where is it doing it? So it's over here and it's over there. If I were to just say copy pose and then put it over there. And then put it over there. And then paste it there as well. There's still that weird bend forward. Is it coming from here? I do see two values change here. So this is this value, but what is this value? This value should not be touched. So if this is the value here, then it should also be the paste pose. Available. Okay, so now we're no longer doing that weird bend, but we're also our body also isn't rotating at the moment. So I wonder, is it weird if we're walking up straight? Pose, copy pose. Okay, so our spine is a little bit bent forward, which makes sense because we're moving forward, right? So you don't want a straight back, you're moving forward, so your back should also be in this direction. Is there a way to do weights for this kind of stuff? Let's see, damp track. Head, tail. Amount of influence constrained to have on the final solution. So if it's a high number, if it's at 1, it has too much influence, right? So maybe for my small hairs, like these, it should maybe be a factor of 0.2. Yo, that looks way better. Yeah, for the small hairs on my head, it shouldn't be a value of 0.5, it should be 0.2. So let's do that. Because for the long hair, it makes sense, right? Because, hey, hair is heavy. But for the small ones, you don't want to have as much weight on it. It should not like move around too much. Yeah, see? There's such a difference there. Like if you look at my face, wait, let's leave pose mode, go to object mode, and then to textured, right? You can see the hair here on this side is way more relaxed. Well, the hair on this side is like super wild, right? It's going all over the place. Pose mode. Yeah, you can definitely see it here. It's like there's way too much stuff happening here. Like maybe this one even has like even less than 0.2. Oh, what if we do the first one 0.1 and the rest 0.2? Yo, look how much that differs. Okay, so this one should be 0.1, and then the rest is 0.2. One, 0.2, then 0.2. .1, 0.2, and the last one can be 0.5. I think this one is still moving a lot. This 0.2. There's something weird. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Where's this hair coming from? Okay, this one's at 0.1. And then the one that's attached to that should be 0.2. 0.2. And this one is 0.2 as well. And then these one are still wild. 0.1. 0.2. That looks way calmer now. Okay, let's save so we don't lose our progress. So if we look at the front now in color, you can see that the hair is much calmer now, but it still has movement. The scene is kind of dark though. Like a little bit more light would be nice, I think. Like not light, just light on the foot. Where is it? Yeah, this guy. Light settings. Happens if I move it up here. Nice. I think we made some progress today. We fixed the... I'm going to head out now. Take care, Jinn. Thank you very much. I was thinking about ending it soon as well. Because we did the walk thing. We fixed the shoulders. We fixed the hair. So I should probably do the forward move now. and then loop the walk animation so it does this over maybe 90 frames instead of 30 frames. Also care package, I can't do the redeem. Yeah, I'll take care of myself after stream, no worries. Thank you very much for looking out for me though. But it does look a lot nicer, right? Compared to what it was. It actually looks correct, I think. It looks a little bit laggier in color with the light effects because it's actually calculated everything. If I look at it like this, it's way smoother. But hey, we got our walk animation, so we can focus on the feet, and then on the, I don't know, on the arm or the face. And then we reach the table and we do our dice roll. Pretty much. That's the idea, right? And in between, I should probably learn a little bit more about the children of, what is it? Bone constraint? Oh, object constraint, child of. Yeah, because we have to pick up the dice and we have to pick up the cup, right? So you have to attach that to the hand so that once we get close, we can pick it up and it's attached to the hand. But we can also lower the influence to 0 if we haven't picked it up, so it stays in its place. That's what we're gonna do, but probably another time. Let's see, let's save again just to be sure, and then we can probably look to see if we can rate anyone. Let's see, who is streaming today? People are doing art. Some people are doing Sonic. Ooh. Yo, Mikan is doing something. I haven't seen, she's not online very often. Yeah, let's go to Mikan. Very wholesome VTuber. Don't think I've rated them before, I'm not even sure. But yeah, let's rate there. And I'll see you guys next time then. Have a good night, everyone, and see you guys next time. For Friday, I think we're gonna do more Enshrouded, so look forward to that. But for today, I'm out. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. And go say hello to Mikan.